Hi, my name is Lynette Gaki. I work with the Women Farmers Association of Kenya in charge of membership. Women Farmers of Kenya is an umbrella organization, a national one, and our main work is to transform the communities through women. Women are our entry point. We work with both women, men, and youth. We also link our groups to partners who resonate with the work we are doing. For example, we are working with Sorghum United Foundation, who are very keen on transforming the communities through sorghum. One of the activities we are working together with Sorghum United Foundation is on fact finding. We went to a group in Murang'a, Ithanga, a community that is basically dry. It's a very ideal place to grow sorghum. When we got there, we were received well by the group. They were able to learn about new uses of sorghum and also discuss some of the challenges they've been experiencing as a group. As a community that has grown sorghum for a very long time, they didn't know there could be alternative uses of sorghum. For example, using it for flour, popcorn, just the things that are already in the market, but now using sorghum. And it was very interesting for them. They were very excited at the possibility of having Sorghum United Foundation working with them and holding them. Some of the challenges that we found out during our fact-finding mission was, one, the group had issues accessing quality seeds. Two, they also had a challenge in marketing and also logistics. And one of the ways we're going to work together is with other stakeholders to ensure that they're able to access quality seeds and on time, and also how to value add their products through some mentorship programs, while they'll be able to learn more uses of sorghum, how to market the business aspect of marketing, and how to grow a business. They were very keen and very excited at the possibility of growing from just selling their commodities to actually having products in the market. As WOFAak, we are very excited to work with Sorghum United Foundation to mentor our groups, especially in the sorghum value chain.
My name is Ann Nyambura. I lead operations in HR at Sorghum United Foundation. I'm based in Nairobi, Kenya. We had the opportunity to visit Siaya County, a small village called Karemo. With us was our key local partner, WOFAak, a national umbrella organization representing women farmers across the country. Through WOFAak, we were introduced to this passionate women farming group that have been cultivating sorghum for the past several years. The purpose of our visit was getting to interact directly with these women farmers, get to hear their stories and understand the challenges that they've experienced. At Sorghum United Foundation, we believe in local solutions for local problems, which means we need to start from the grassroots. This engagement was very heartwarming and we had very honest conversations with these farmers. We also got to visit their farms. The highlight of our visit was the host farmer. She served us with sorghum tea. That was something that was very fascinating for me and for the rest of our team. It was a powerful reminder that the solutions that we are looking for, they already exist within our community. It's very fascinating that these women have been producing and selling sorghum-based products for several years now. And they were very receptive of our mission and they're looking forward to be part of our future pioneer pilot projects. KIRDI has been the pioneer of sorghum and millet value addition, and we were very fortunate enough to meet some of their partners who are producing value-added products within their facilities. It was such an inspiring experience having visited KIRDI because we got to see how the research institutions, they are working hand in hand with the community for the betterment of the livelihood of the society. Our field visit to Siaya and Kisumu was such a success, having met with the key stakeholders. In this case, we're talking about getting to interact with the women farmers, having met with the stakeholders at the research institutions. And we as Sorghum United Foundation, we are looking forward to what the future has in store for us and more importantly, getting to work with these stakeholders.
Hi,
Hi, my name is Anne Kamau, the Regional Director for Africa at Sorghum United Foundation, and on this day I want to share my experience for a fact-finding mission that we did in Moshi. We had a whole 9-hour journey from Nairobi to Moshi, where we met a beautiful community in an area called Uswa, bound by their cultural diversity and also common thinking towards developing their community. During our meeting with them, just right after fellowshipping with them, given that it was an Easter Sunday, we had a session on understanding what their agricultural practices have been. By and large, this community grows beans, maize, and coffee. However, the concept of growing sorghum and millet is very new to them, but this did not stop us from sharing why and where we do encourage farmers to grow sorghum and millet. It was an interesting conversation for them, having to learn what are the nutritious value of these grains. It was also quite interesting for them to understand and to learn what is the market value of sorghum and millets and how those two grains can transform their community at whole. Some of the areas that they were keen to focus on is the cultivation of sorghum and millet, and they also really wanted to know what more you can do with sorghum and millet, and this is basically the value addition. And given that this community also grows bananas, they had brilliant ideas on things like being able to mix up sorghum flour and banana flour and coming up with a pre-mixture that could be used in their baking and also in making cookies and other items that would work best for them, and they could also sell it in the market. So this was very interesting. At this point, I just want to highlight what our focal contact person, Pastor Kelvin, has been doing with the community. Given his position in the church and his goodwill for development and good leadership, he's set up a school for his congregation, and he's also set up a hospital facility, or rather a clinic, where members of his congregation sit in and holistically reach out to donors and goodwill people to be able to support them in giving the congregation facilities, good space to interact, and good health for the community. In this fact-finding mission, we also had an opportunity to meet the leadership of the Lutheran Church Diocese. This is in Moshi area, and together we had really good discussions around how we can leverage on their existing projects on agriculture to be able to reach out to the bigger communities in various parts of Moshi. And the diocese has agreed to working with us on the various projects that we are going to be doing. And this will really help farmers not only focus on vegetables and fruits, but to also focus on millets and sorghum. We are really excited to be working with the Lutheran Church in Moshi, and they have created an opportunity for banking for the industry, for Tanzania at large. And they have what we call the Uchumi Bank, which is a bank that is run by the Lutheran Church. And what we are discussing and intend to implement with this bank is opportunities for farmers to get microfinancing loans and also structures that would help them to scale up their businesses through business education and also through planning their financials around it. And this way they're able to see their growth in all aspects. They're able to take their children to school, and they're able to also grow up their businesses to something that would give them more income revenue. This way, the communities will grow over and above the religious aspects. We are looking forward to working with Tanzania, and more precisely, Moshi Uswa community. We thank God for this.
What a fantastic journey we've had at Sorghum United, starting just with a handful of people who wanted to collaborate internationally to grow markets for sorghum and millets because they're healthy, because they're drought resistant, because they can grow and feed people around the world. What started just a few years ago with a few people now is well over 6,000 stakeholders globally on every continent. It's been an amazing journey, and the importance of what we're doing is really what's inspired me to continue to do that work. And that is to ensure that people, even in the smallest villages, in the harshest climates, can be food secure, can create economic opportunities around the food that they're growing through local value addition, and ultimately empowering people to create their own long-term intergenerational successes. And we can do that through these amazing ancient grains. We believe strongly in the work that we're doing here at Sorghum United Foundation. We believe in the work that we're doing in changing lives for the better and creating more opportunities for leadership from community to community to community worldwide. But we need your help. Please consider becoming a donor to the Sorghum United Foundation today. Also, please visit sorghosquad.com Check out the books, check out the video game, talk to your teachers in your classrooms. They fit wonderfully within that curriculum. You can learn more about us at sorghumunited.com, sorghosquad.com, or follow us on any of the social media platforms.